generosity of West Michigan is pretty impressive. So many terrific opportunities to help organizations that work to make life better for others.
That's right, and today we get the opportunity to highlight 2 events that hope to bring more awareness and money to the fight against cystic fibrosis.
The first one is an event that I'm actually involved with. It's the 4th annual Tee Up for Cystic Fibrosis golf event, and Robert Powell and Catherine Kiesel are here to talk about the event today.
Good morning, welcome.
Thanks for having us.
So cystic fibrosis, this is actually a disease that all of us have heard about, but not many of us know exactly what it is, and it affects over 30,000 people in America.
That's correct. CF is one of the most common inherited genetic disorders. It affects, like you said, about 30,000+ people in the United States, and probably just close to 1,000 here in Michigan. It is characterized by very thick secretions in the respiratory tract and the digestive tract, which lead to many different types of complications.
Okay, now who's at risk for cystic fibrosis?
Mostly Caucasian people are affected, although there are instances in any number of different people. It's a, as I said, inherited disorder, so children are born with it. Sometimes people don't know they have it until much later in life, so there are a fair number of adults who find out in adulthood that they are affected as well.
Okay, so now for the event, it's going to be raising money for this cause, but what exactly is this money going to be funding? What is it going to go to?
Absolutely. We have about 30 drugs coming up through our network, and you know what's amazing about CFF and what we're trying to accomplish here is just a few generations ago, the life expectancy for someone who was diagnosed with CFF, in fact, it wasn't even a point to send them to school. They wouldn't live that long. And now the age expectancy is in the mid to late 30s.
Oh, wow.
And with these up-and-coming drugs and what we're doing with the partnerships with the pharmaceutical companies is making incredible steps.
Wow. Great. So the research has come such a long way, and there still is no cure. But events like this are really going to help aid in some of that research.
Yes, absolutely. So the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation supports the care centers by developing clinical practice guidelines that help us care for the patients in the best way that research can show us how to do. And so the monies that are raised by events such as this directly fund that research, and some of the things that we're looking at here in West Michigan are focusing on developing new treatment modalities to help control some of the symptoms of the disease, but also some really exciting groundbreaking research that is looking at correcting the basic defect of cystic fibrosis. So it's very exciting.
Well, this event I'm really excited for, and thank you so much for letting me be a part of it. So what are we going to see at this event? How are some different ways we're going to raise some of this money?
A great time we're going to have over at Boulder Creek Golf Course this coming Thursday, and we do have open air too, still available. But what we'll have out there is we'll have approximately 9 bite sponsors. So a few of the local restaurants will be coming out, and they'll be serving samples of their food to all the golfers free of charge. And then Eggland's Best will be doing a omelet bar actually for the golfers.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's a great scramble, great time, raising awareness, and have a lot of fun.
And you have me doing something to test my golf skills.
Yes, yes, we've asked you to be a celebrity driver. Showing them how to.
Quite interesting.
So is this driver like go-kart driver, or is this driver?
Oh no, this is
off the tee.
This is off the tee, and they can buy a ticket to either use my ball that I hit or use their own. So we'll see how many times they use mine.
Sounds like a great event.
Thank you for coming out. It's a lot of fun, and that is the point of this tournament: is raise awareness, raise much-needed funds, and enjoy. And with your participation, we would thank you.
Oh, and I'm very excited for it. Again, thank you so much for letting me be a part of this great event.
It'll be a really great time.
Yes.
Now, if people would like to still get involved in the event, how can they do that?
You can go right online to our website at cff.org, or you can call, you can call actually directly at 616-745-3115, and that'll go directly to myself, and I'll get you signed up.
All right, you got to join in on the fun.
Yes.
Sounds like a great event, but I just want people to make sure that they know exactly what this is going for. So,
yeah, this is helping to support the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation to help caregivers and physicians and care teams like the ones at Spectrum Health to provide the best care for each and every patient here in West Michigan with cystic fibrosis, and to look toward a cure, which I'm sure that we will see in the very near future.
Well, you're doing such great work, and I'd like to know a little bit more about cystic fibrosis. What is a typical day like for someone who's suffering from cystic fibrosis?
Patients with cystic fibrosis have to complete a very complicated regimen to keep their airways clear, to maintain their nutritional status. So they might wake up in the morning and start with airway clearance techniques, which are designed to clear the mucus from their lungs, inhaling different medications that will break up that mucus, that will suppress the bacteria that are in their airways, help to clear out the lungs, taking lots of nutrition supplements, taking enzymes to help their digestive system break down fat and nutrients that otherwise it could not do, paying attention all the time to avoiding infection, watching what they're eating, what they're exposed to. It's a day-long process, and usually patients will spend 2 to 3 hours a day treating the symptoms of the disease and helping to suppress the symptoms.
Well, thank you so much. And like you said, research has gone so far and come so far, and we just need to take it that extra step. So this is a great event that's going to help us in doing so, not only around the country, but right here in West Michigan. So thank you so much for joining us today, and have a great time at the event.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
Are you West?